Kings of Leon, Molly's Chambers on XFM 104.9. Thanks to Lauren Laverne there for the last few hours. Coming up, we have got some great music, Steve. We've got Kings of Leon, as you heard. We've got Alba, we've got The Darks, we've got Coldplay, Coral, Rolling Stones, we've got some Springsteen, The Smiths. Do you know what I mean? Do you need any more? And with all that, we've still got Pete Skinner with his wacky weather report.
Excellent, good old Pete.
Hey?
Nice to have him back.
Good news, Steve. Got some here brought in. It's just a normal soup. It's Rooster's Pride. What flavour soup's that, Steve?
Oh, I know you brought that. And it's all a genuine article, and it's cock soup. Oh, thanks. Can I have a close look at that? Maybe there's some more humour I can draw.
What, you want a closer look at my cock soup?
Just a cock soup. Let me just... It says here, delicious, appetising.
Oh,
3 to 4 servings.
Because you know what I'm thinking of when you're talking about the soup?
I'm thinking of innuendo.
I'm just thinking of a man's cock.
Penises, yeah. Let me just...
It's the darkness.
Use Rooster's Pride cock soup as a snack with crackers or toast.
Still thinking of a normal knob.
An appetiser, again, or a soup base. That doesn't really work as an innuendo.
No,
that's disappointing. We'll work on that, though.
The darkness growing on me on XFM 104.9. Going well, isn't it?
I've enjoyed it so far.
It's been a bit naughty and everything.
Yeah, a bit like, smut.
Nothing
wrong with that.
No. Carl,
Alright.
having a good day?
Not bad.
Yeah?
What mood are you in this week?
What
Because we always
mood
trying to assess each week, you know, it's a bit edgy.
He's got a red head. What's all that? You've got a red head all around the side and the front. What's that?
Sunburn?
No, I think I'm allergic to having my head rubbed.
Right. Right, now who would rub your head? That sounds a bizarre thing. Your girlfriend?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I was
rubbing your head.
Well, yeah, but I was squeezing his head, fair enough, and he was screaming in agony. And then he went and made me a cup of coffee. And as he came over, just spilt boiling hot coffee on my legs. I'm all wearing shorts. And he went, sorry, just like that. It's like a series of Jackass out there this morning. I mean, my legs are burnt. Your head's a little bit red. But apart from that, having a good day.
Not bad. I was on the way in today, right, Steve?
Walking in?
Walking in, always walking in. I get left early and stuff. I like to get in early, get some bits done, that.
Yeah. Monkey News, Songs of Phrase.
That sort of thing.
Do I have the upper
living in
limb?
London, right, there's a lot of shops that open early and stuff. Do you know what I mean? People say that's the good thing about London.
Yeah.
It's almost like 24-hour city and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Lower limb, I need the
I'm
upper.
walking in and there's like, you know, you've got your newsagents open.
Obviously.
You know, selling newspapers and that's good. They've got to be open early. Then you've got your coffee shops, your Starbucks, your...
Have a cup of coffee in the
Do you know what I
morning.
mean?
Yeah.
They're doing well in the morning. Then you see, like, the odd restaurant, and you think,
All right.
well,
Lilith F2.
maybe they sort of got the doors open, but they're preparing for lunch, so you think, fair enough.
Yeah. I'll let that pass.
Yeah. Carrying on walking down the road. Bondage shop. Open.
Sure.
About 10:30.
Yeah.
Busy, was it?
There's a couple in.
Really?
Some good offers. About 10:30 for a bondage shop.
I'm assuming if you're into bondage, though, you stock up at any time, day or night. I mean, you don't...
Yeah.
Well, I assume it...
I suppose you get up and you go, oh, I've got nothing on, I need to be a bit tied down.
Yeah.
I need some rope.
These clothes are too baggy. I need more
Yeah,
belts.
oh,
I need
God.
more straps.
Yeah, get some rubber on my face.
Weird, though, isn't it?
What were you doing in there?
So, just having a browse. But, so a bit worried, really, because the things that I've noticed this week, like that's probably a little bit smutty. You've brought your soup in.
I just found it out there. Sorry, yeah. It is Rooster's Pride, cock soup, noodle soup mix, chicken flavour. But, I mean, do they not know that is obviously just going to be used on the Graham Norton show and Chris Tarrant when he's doing his show abroad?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean? How could they call it cock soup in this day and age?
Don't keep saying it.
Well, no, it's fine, because you say cock as long as it means the male we've done this.
Oh, do you mean the chicken?
Yeah, look, it's a picture of a chicken.
Yeah, sorry.
What did you think it meant?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's something else that's a bit sort of...
A bit blue?
A little bit blue, but then it's real as well, do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's
that
a problem.
excuses it.
Go on.
There's a programme
We
on the
couldn't
week.
have said the cock soup if we'd made it up, but because it's real, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. We also couldn't have said the cock soup if we'd have meant a male penis.
Thankfully, we don't. So.
We mean a little chicken. You go on.
Yeah, this programme was on. I think it was Wednesday night, something. About this little lad. It was a fella and a woman.
At the same time.
What
was
would
it
you
like
need?
Like a cartoon with a secret identity.
By night? What do you mean? He had both
By day a
sets?
boy, by night a woman.
He had it all.
What do you... Sorry, wait. So he had male and female genitalia.
Yeah.
So what do you call someone that's born like that?
Weird. Yeah.
Like, what's the term for it? Go on. You know it. We've talked about it before.
Aphrodite.
Nearly! So close! Hermaphrodite. Yeah, hermaphrodite. Yeah.
That's weird, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he had the ball.
Yeah.
And he had the...
Well, what happened was he was born, right?
Obviously.
And the doctor said, there you go. Lovely little boy and girl. So the mum was like, what? So he said...
No, I don't think the doctor was sarcastic.
Yeah, what?
I don't think the doctor was sort of dissing them.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you mean, doctor? We'll have a look. There's the cock, there's the minge. All right, see you later. What are you going to call hit? But doctor, what do you mean? Have a look. He wasn't sarcastic. He didn't give
Doctor,
clues.
tell me what you mean. Give me a straight answer.
He probably went, oh shit, she's got a cock. He didn't go... He wasn't sarky to the parents.
No,
Anyway.
but I'm just getting across. Do you know what I mean? I always add a little bit just to...
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. You should be a newsreader. Be brilliant.
So there's a little kid lying there.
Yeah.
And the mum says, you know, what am I going to do then? So the doctor, I mean, I'm condensing this. It was like
Sure.
an hour long.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, she said, what will I do? And the doctor said, well, he's not sort of well hung.
Right.
Oh,
So he's
not sort of well on. This doctor has been, I assume, has been struck off since for saying these things.
It was a real doctor. It wasn't Dr. Fox.
Yeah. Right, go on.
So the doctor said, so I recommend that we make it a woman.
Right.
So they sort of do a little bit of...
Jiggery pokery.
Yeah, a little bit of work. And
I don't think that's true, Carl.
No, it is. It was on the programme.
But I think they can tell really what they were meant to be from their chromosomes, can't they? They can tell whether they're X, Y, Y, or
Yeah,
X.
not just... It's not very well hung.
No, I
Yeah.
tell you what, because back then, when this was going
Yeah,
on,
no,
right,
I'm just thinking they might not have had to.
the doctors then thought if you had a kid, right, and you thought it's a bit ugly, maybe it'll have a better life if it was a fella. If it was a girl and it's a bit ugly and you think it's going to get a hard time.
Right, don't talk shite.
What?
What? The doctor would go. Right, you've had a young girl. I'll tell you what, she's a pig. Let's pop a cock on her. Don't
No,
talk
I'm not saying.
shite.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, say if you have like I say, a girl. I just think it's harder if a girl's ugly and
Yeah.
she's growing up.
Yeah.
She has a harder time.
Yeah.
Don't you agree with that?
Possibly, but you don't change someone when they...
No, yeah.
You don't change their gender
No,
because they're
I'm
a
just
bit of a
saying
mingus.
what I'm saying is the Elephant Man would have had a harder time if it was Elephant Woman. Is what I'm saying. But listen to me, listen. What the doctor was saying is, if you get a baby before it's 2,
Yeah.
back then they thought you could sort of say, well, instead of giving it a go-kart, give it dolls to play with.
Right, back when? What are we talking about?
The Middle Ages?
We put a song on, come back to this.
Yeah, it's Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City. Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City, on XFM 104.9. Okay, look, have another go, Carl. What were you saying? As an hermaphrodite, yeah, he was born both sets. The doctor said he's not well hung. Let's lose that.
Let's get rid of that.
Let's make
Make it
it
a
into a
woman.
girl. Okay. I'm with you so far. Go on then.
So, anyway, gets away with it a little bit in the early years. Right. Starts going to school, gets away with it a little bit.
Sure.
Right. But then, do you know when you get to that age and your head goes all funny? Like when you're a teenager and you sort of, I don't know, your skull goes.
Mine never did.
What are you talking about?
No.
Yes.
That
What do
sort
you
of
mean your head goes all
teenage
funny?
years when you look a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? You go from being quite a good-looking person, and then your body starts growing.
At different rates, so
Yeah,
you never know. You never know till 21 whether you're going to be a looker or not, or whether it's just.
yeah.
I know.
Right.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
So
Your head grew outwards at exactly the same rate, didn't it? That's why it's
Your
circle.
head grew faster than your hair.
He's got a lovely head of hair, but
Exactly.
just below the skull.
Yeah.
He's got a little afro in there,
Yeah.
but it just couldn't get through the follicles. It couldn't catch up the skull. Expanding. Oh, bless him. Oh, come on, Baldy.
But the thing is, right, so you see these pictures of the lad stroke woman
Yeah.
who's trying to be a woman at the age of 14, 15.
Yeah.
She's got one of them big heads,
Right.
like a
okay.
lad. Doesn't, she starts having a hard time. She doesn't want to play with the mates, with the dolls and all that. She's more into go-karting and that sort of thing. Gets to an older age,
Yeah.
decides to go back. Is now sort of with a woman and having a life of a fella.
But did the doctor keep it for him in case he needed it?
No, he's had one put on now.
Has he? Where did he get that from?
Maybe that bondage shop.
What do they do when they do that? Do they put on a... What do they do? Maybe someone can call in and tell us. If you're a woman and you have a...
Do you want to speak to someone who's got that information?
Yeah, I do want to know. What do
If
they
you've
use
got that information, I don't want to talk to
Do
you.
they construct one? Do they construct it?
From plastic.
Or do they whack on a dead one?
What?
What?
Whack on a dead one?
Yeah.
What? What? That's not. It's not. What do you mean? No.
When a woman has a knob put on
Yeah.
to have a
Fuck
sex
me.
change, where do they get it from? Is it constructed? Do they find like I don't
From
know
a donor.
a donut?
From a donor.
Oh well, yeah, a donor.
A
What?
donor. Yeah.
Yeah, but presumably it's like
Maybe there's someone who
well,
wants to
after they're
become-
dead. I mean,
No, I thought maybe there's-
it's not like giving someone a kidney and then sort of like
Maybe it's-
celebrating
maybe
with
if
them.
you're a guy and you want to become a woman, you've
That's
got one to
true.
spare.
That's true.
Well, a swap.
Yeah, just do a little swap from on the internet or something.
Or Noel Edmonds
What do you mean? What,
on Swap Shop.
He's not a man.
No, but he could go. We got a fella here who got a lovely, nearly new, unused piece. Wants,
Yeah, Keith Chegrin out in
What's-
kind of Bognor Regis.
wants a couple of tits and a fanny for that. So call in.
It reminds me of the, do you remember the John Wayne Bobbitt story? Which
Yeah.
it's always seemed odd to me. I never really kind of got all the information. Do you remember that one, Carl, where the woman cut off her husband's penis because
When he was sleeping.
I think he was sleeping, and she drove off. I think he
threw
wrote
it in
that
the
quite
woods. That's so much better than the alarm
Exactly,
clock,
the
isn't
alarm clock,
it?
yeah. And she threw it off. She threw it out of the car into the woods,
Yeah.
and he went and found it.
Yeah.
But imagine if he'd got to the hospital and they'd sewn it back on, and he'd gone, that's bigger than I remember. I'm not sure this is mine.
How many of you cut us where we done Paul
We done Paul
That's
Knox
where.
right there.
Yeah.
That was an extraordinary story. And then, bizarrely, he became a porn star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very strange life that man's had.
Well, it is a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, cutting your knob off.
I know.
Do you remember that French bloke, the performance artist of like 1910? Do you remember him?
No, no.
He, as a performance art, he cut his in a theatre. He cut his knob off to a crowd of people. Now what? Yeah,
That's only a one-night trick, though, isn't it?
exactly. But what if there'd have been a bang
They
outside?
went encore. He went, what?
Yeah, or they looked outside because a car backfired. He
Yeah.
went, "Do you see that?" I go, "What?" I go, "Oh, just cut the." Did you? Yeah. Think of that.
Sacre bleu.
I know. French are funny, aren't they? Cutting your knob off for your art.
Weird, isn't it?
Longview, further on XFM 104.9.
As we're having so much fun with penises,
Yeah.
I thought perhaps I should just mention...
That's a slogan.
we should just mention this story, briefly. It's in the paper today. A Russian is selling what he claims is Hitler's mummified penis for £12,000.
Yeah.
Ivan Zadurprov says his ex-Red Army soldier dad hacked it off as a souvenir after storming the tyrant's Berlin bunker after his suicide in 1945.
Yeah. Not.
You
Why
convinced?
did he wait till now?
Yeah,
He's found out that. That might get a bit of £12,000.
£12,000. Which doesn't
Yeah.
seem a great deal. Doesn't seem a great deal of money, really.
Well, it's useless, isn't it?
True.
You're not going to be able to use it. It's not going to be able to. It's not going to be a donor. Imagine that if you walk round.
Yeah, you'll never making love to a girl. You'll never believe who this is.
Yeah. You never believe who's doing you, love.
Exactly. This is going to freak you out.
This is just relax.
Exactly.
Okay, sit down now. Was
I
that
got a
all right?
little surprise for
It was
you.
brilliant. It was brilliant. Yeah, so you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Right. Are
Did you
you a
know it-
fan of the Third Reich? Oh no, awful racist. Okay, let's go a different tack.
Yeah.
You did like the sex. I love the sex. Okay then. Yeah, it's not going to be Hitler's knob, is it?
But I like the idea that, I mean, you're in the Red Army.
Yeah,
You've just stormed Berlin.
yeah.
1945. You crash into
You've
the
gone
bunker.
through. You've gone through
Hell.
terrible.
Terrible.
How you've lost 20 million comrades.
Unbelievable.
Oppression
It's been
everywhere.
going on for years.
You're in there. You see the man.
Yeah, here he is. He's dead.
He's dead.
The figurehead and leader of one of the most despicable, you know.
You turn to your friends. There's a tear in your eye.
Yeah. And your immediate thought is, I ought to chop off his todger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I said Bagsy. I said Bagsy,
Bagsy is
the
Winkle.
I said Bagsy is Winkle outside. Whoever it was. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be Hitler. Brilliant.
It's just, I can't, it just doesn't make sense. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. And I don't know how is he expecting to prove it? Because I want some proof.
Well, I think that's why he said that. He probably started off with, I've got Hitler's face. And they went, brilliant. Oh, let's have a look at it. What do you mean, let's have a look? Well, just check Hitler's face. Obviously, I know what he looks like. Oh, yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, you know what no, it's not his face. What wouldn't you know what it looked like? Well, I mean, no one's ever seen his genitals. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got his.
It's got a little swastika on it.
Is that proof, is it?
Yeah, little
Have you got
tattoo.
his ball? Well, no, the Albert Hall's got one, his mother's got the other, so I don't know.
See, the Albert Hall, I would have thought, would probably be paying that £12,000 because apparently they've already got his ball.
Yeah, they got one of his balls.
They got one of his balls in
Yeah,
the
they
Albert
just
Hall.
need.
His mother's got the other.
Yeah.
But if they got the Todger
If
as
they
well,
can track down the one his mother's got, they would have a complete set of Hitler's.
I'm just hoping it doesn't fall into the hands of some kind of crazed genetic scientist.
What, I could clone it from his knob?
Could clone Hitler.
Back to. I don't even want to think about the future if that's the sort of way we're going.
Exactly.
If that's the sort of way we're going, Carl, I'd rather not know about it.
What do you
Carl,
make of it, Carl?
Weird, isn't it?
It is weird. I mean, I don't want to go on for this too long. We've probably got about a minute left for the first half hour, and I reckon should can this sort of.
What, 30 minutes of genital talk?
But
Is that enough
just
on a
quickly,
Saturday afternoon? Go
there's
on.
one in a museum. I think it's like that London Museum.
What? One what?
Well, do you know like how people are buying weird stuff and that to put in museums?
Yeah.
There's this device. I mean, think about it. Years and years ago, they used to torture people, didn't they?
Yeah.
Really badly. And the device
Yeah,
that
there's
they've got.
no real good torture, but go on. I see your point.
Yeah, but this device, right? Think
Oh,
about
it's
it. You've
easy.
done something really bad years ago,
Yeah.
right? And you're thinking, oh, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? They do anything here. It could be the end for me. The device they've got is this thing that you put on your bits as a fella, and it's sort of metal, so it means you can't sort of, you know, get excited. It puts a stop to you, sort of.
That wasn't a torture device. I think it was a Victorian thing to stop adolescent boys wanking. They used to have things like wrist things as well with like spikes on them. It's not a torture device.
Isn't that?
Well, not really. Imagine that being captured by
No, I was
right.
gonna
You're
say, I
never
was
going to get
gonna
hard on again. All right. It's not really a torture device, is it?
And there wasn't that many nice-looking women wandering about anyway back then, was there? Didn't get excited about stuff.
What are you talking
Well, they filthy, they stunk and everything back then. Right, we've covered that. No more of that talk now, right? Let's move on.
All Victorian women, filthy and stinky.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Bit of Rolling Stones
Yeah,
and
let's
set
go
up
for
the
it.
old songs of praise. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Stones, Beast of Burden. We've not played it before. It's an absolute gem. The Rolling Stones, Beast of Burden. Can I just take this opportunity, Rick, to say to Sir Mick Jagger, happy 60th birthday this year, Mick.
Happy 60th birthday this year.
Yeah.
Was it today?
No, I don't know.
Well, otherwise you'd be saying happy birthday to everyone every day.
No,
every year.
no, because I don't know Mick Jagger, do I? So I'm just taking the opportunity in case he happens to be listening today to wish him a 60th. Happy 60, or someone who knows him.
What about Brian Ferry? What about Brian Ferry?
How's Brian?
Well,
Well,
I mean,
not-
he's
not-
got a
really
birthday
fan of
this
Brian
year.
Ferry. I'm not going to wish Brian Ferry a birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Brian.
Well,
Silence is easy. Star Sailor on XFM 104.9. Right, it's the quiz of the week.
if you want to go out and do some shopping, this is probably a good time. And come back again about 1:15.
But don't forget, what I will say is, even though these clues, we're going to do songs of phrase, by the way, where Carl picks out a phrase that he might have said once, tries to find words from songs to put it together. You've got to guess as many as you can, song or artist, I can't remember. But even though you might look at it and go, that's mental, I don't know any of them, you might win if you get 2 right. I mean, I think the winner last week got about 3 out of 3
Well, I
or
have to
7.
be honest with you. I mean, last week I mean, Rockbusters, surprisingly, was a very, very popular quiz.
Yeah,
It just happened to be awful.
yeah.
This one is pitiful. I mean, it's truly atrocious.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't even have a fan base. I mean, there's no one championing this one, Carl. Last week, seriously, mate, I got about seven or eight replies.
Oh God, that's terrible. That was like when you told a kid that you couldn't afford a Christmas present this year. Look at his face.
Yeah, it is a bit distraught.
Carl,
I suppose it's like for Seven's face when they said they were cancelling girls and boys. It's like, look, I can come up with great TV game shows like that. No, you can't, Chris, not anymore.
Oh, his little glasses slid down his nose.
I'm the guy who don't forget your toothbrush.
Yeah. All that money you owe me. No, you owe us. Oh, believe it.
Alright, so will I just play it to you and
Whatever,
you
Carl.
try and work out what the phrase is?
Sorry, it's a phrase that might have once been uttered on this show.
It was said last week.
Oh, right.
All right, okay, brilliant.
Alright, here we go.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
Right, I can't hear it.
I know what that is. That's ridiculous.
What was
Right?
it?
What it is it's something like, right? You're only 16, but you look 26. And the Chinese look older than they are, or something. Because he said that the Chinese don't age well. That is mental, Carl. It's convoluted, ridiculous, racist piece of material ever to be uttered on radio.
Play it again.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's... Okay, you're just 16 and looking all 21. That's because the Chinese look older. Carl, you've gone mental.
Alright.
Oh, that is amazing. So, there you go, the well-known phrase. You're 16, looking all of 21. That's because the Chinese look older. Well-known phrase there, sweeping the nation. That'll be up there with "was up" and "shut that door." If they do a poll, right?
Okay, play it once more. We're after the artist.
Just the artist.
Yeah.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
Unbelievable.
All right, let me tell you what the prizes are. We've got, I assume this is the new album from Mower. Everyone's going crazy for Mower. I've not heard people stop talking about Mower. But there it is. We've got the new album from the Webb Brothers, which might be quite good. The Polyphonic Spree album. The best dance album in the world ever.
Or flinching from a burn. But some of us, maybe we learn it.
Easy. I have you.
Don't.
You saw that ship in the sky? The Zeramin, our child king, must be one of those who was abandoned there. A Tenno.
You said the Tenno are trying to help me. This paradox stuff. Now you're saying Thrax is one of them? He doesn't seem too helpful.
The history I know. That Zeramin ship returned from the void, bringing with it the extraordinary power the Tenno command. But here is a different path, I suppose. A difference in parallel. A paradox in itself. The world above changes every day following what Thrax feels. Ready yourself for the next day and
The fuck?
Whoa, Keith.
You can't put a price on a view like that. Wind's picking up.
without reflection. No, Vic. Oh, feeling better? That warframe took a greater toll on you than I expected.
Who were you talking to?
If you are recovered, we must begin at once to seek the other pieces of Thrax's figurine. I expect they will manifest the same as paradoxes on the surface. Gear up, look around, and tell me when you are ready. Thrax will reset the spiral the moment he senses a warframe on the surface. We will save that for the Undercroft. This should at least give you a fighting chance against his false Dax. All his horses, all his men. The sooner you find the pieces, the sooner you get out of this place.
How'd you end up here anyway?
Through the eye of a storm. I'm not sure if I was dead or alive at the time. You?
Nah, it's been too long for me. Maybe I was on that ship, or maybe the same way you did.
He's in a mood. See for yourself. You have anger, Thrax. And because he is a creature of emotion, his world follows. From the Duviri tales, the Prince of Fire. Be wary. In the story, the king's men had blades of molten steel.
The imp's grown suspicious of me. His spies approach even now to surveil. Me! One more bucket of piss splashed in my face for the world to see! Take care of this before we're both in the stocks! Judge me. Send his clanking cretins to haul me away. As if I were nothing but a filthy tam snaffler. Rip their arms and legs off!
Hey, how's it going, man? Yep, bit of Duviri.
So too did his fire, his indignation.
Yeah, not too bad, man. Just same old. Just chilling. Streamy's struggling hard, really? Let's see how that goes.
That's him. Thrax's enforcer. My replacement.
See if I'm dropping any. Frame 0%, really? Hmm.
Have to.
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing there. Oh, there it goes. Let's see how this goes. Well, it seems alright now. See how you go. Jesus. Alright.
So everything was met with anger, and anger was his undoing.
There we go.
Does that brat on the throne have any idea how often I've had to send forces into the Undercroft to clean up his mess? Maybe you'll do a better job.
Whoa.
See what's amiss.
Oh yeah, I did this all before. I think it kind of went weird. Must have crashed or something. Oh, that's right, I've lost all progress.
Confront the maddened ones who walk the Undercroft, the shadows of armies that do not yet exist. Ensure they never become fully real.
I'll never get the chance. Because they hate me! Everyone hates me! Guess what? I hate myself!
I need some health.
Return to me when you are ready.
Yeah, check his leg on. Yes, yes, I saw all this. I did this before.
An instinct like any other.
Has the stream fixed up at all, or is it still shit?
Or flinching from a burn. But some of us, maybe we learn it.
Easy. I have you.
Don't.
Seems good. Oh, cool. I had The Office going in my other ear, so I turned that off, which I think's helped it. Whoa, it's so dark out here. What the fuck? So what are you working on at the moment, man? In War Framers, as I refer to it now.
You saw that ship in the sky? The Zariman. Our child king must be one of those.
The mats for Vauban Prime. Fuck. Bastards.
said the Tenno are trying to help me. This paradox
I still
stuff,
find myself
you're saying
fantasizing about COVID time.
he doesn't seem too helpful.
Even years afterwards, I still remember and still appreciate how good it was.
Bringing with it the extraordinary power the Tenno command. But here is a different
My work announced today that they're trying to get, sounds like to me anyway, that 2024 will probably be the last year I can do work from home, like, freely. So they're ramping up as well, doing the same thing. Yeah, you got to come in at least this amount, blah blah blah.
what Thrax feels. Ready yourself for the next day.
So yeah, I think they're going to be ramping up as well. I don't want to do it. I'll hold out for as long as I can.
Well, it seems that Thrax woke on the right side of his crib today.
Can't I get some health or something? Nearly dead, mate. %, yeah.
Sickening.
Remember, the joy he feels is not lacking in danger. Find the fable hidden and play it out. That way,
Need some
you may
health, bro.
discover the next paradox, the next piece we need. Take it or move on.
Everyone's talking. It's bullshit. What happened to like, no, this is what we're gonna do from now on? I can't go back to the way it was before.
This challenge requires patience,
We all agreed.
and just a little pinch of perspective.
Maybe I could get like, think up a medical reason. Like, ooh, I've got, what's the thing when you hate going outside? Whatever that is. Oh. Oh. Cool. Health? The fuck was that? Ah. Good.
To the happy mind, all things seem simple. Problems could be solved simply by making them go away.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They were all crapping saying that shit. Shits me. Like, it literally accomplishes nothing either. You know, like, there's zero benefit. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Yeah, like, get a mental reason for it. What the fuck? I gotta purge him, eh? What? Boss absolutely fucked me. I jokingly told her I should get a medical, like for anxiety or something. Yeah. She said I should. In last team meeting. She said she got an exemption herself. Are you fucking serious? She stole your idea! We can't both do it. Well, you could try. That's bullshit. I mean, if it's by a medical person, can they really do much? You know? God damn it. Stream fucked again. Zzz. Getting good. Bit right. Could just be temperamental. A decree.
Mathila did not understand that you cannot bring happiness to the world by making unhappiness a crime.
The Undercroft is a source of unbridled negativity. We are about joy, and nothing but joy. So your path is clear, isn't it?
The longer you can keep this Undercroft manifestation active, the greater the gains for the other side. The void gives as well as takes. Those you slay may drop concentrated life support.
God, you can smash with this. Feels so good.
I tried. I have all this joy in my soul, and yet when I tried to share it, nobody wants to know. Well, try ignoring me now.
I wish I could. Easy.
You found it. Good. So tell me, did Mathilla's joy wear off on you?
I hope you're kidding.
You think I'm not paying attention? You think I don't know what you're up to? My Dax are searching. We will find your nasty little den.
You ain't gonna find shit. If you could, you would have found it already. You're talking shit. Nice, got the arm.
Our whole lives, we run towards it. Something, someone, some wavering oasis of joy and contentment. Sad thing is, most happiness seems to come by accident. Maybe it's not about getting it, but letting it.
You're smiling.
I am not.
His memories are giving you something. As these emotions flow through you, you take from him his singular power over the world.
I don't want sharesies. I want out.
But look, the Dormazone. It's lit up now.
Oh, shit. You hungry?
Okay. Had some cubes to eat.
Now, do you believe it?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Who is this new friend of yours, anyway? I made you. I kept you safe all this time. There's nothing I can't be.
Ignore him. Play out the day. Let him see that his control has weakened.
Yes.
Cunning device
Thraxes like this feed Teferi with power, just so those witless peasants can piss it away. It's wasted on them. Recalibrate it in my favor.
Yes, very good.
Oh, Bombastine was admired, even loved. But others were loved more. And that was poison to him.
Alrighty.
I know those Dax. They're the ones that like to use me as a target for their spitting contests. Even the score, would you? I've dreamed of this.
I lost a sentry post. I may wet myself.
With sweet words, he persuaded others to his side. But his thoughts were only ever of himself.
Thrax's
Awesome.
power is rooted in the Undercroft. Without it, he's not that big of a deal. Not really. Perhaps you should make your way inside for a little takeover bid.
This Tenno asset is destined to be destroyed by hostile forces. Intervene and change its fate.
Oh, I see.
Winds blow fiercely. The rains do not relent. Still, the stout bough stands. No time to rest. Already a new onslaught begins. Your resolve is being tested.
Reckon.
Falter. Prepare yourself. A fresh wave approaches.
was meant to be the one who was loved. Me. It's not fair.
Actual incel.
I see you chasing me.
What did we get here? He's got his little head. Right.
You got it in your head to get out. Don't you see now? These stories are for you. For what?
No, Terra? Nothing's worse than anger, right? It burns your lungs, it ashes the trees, but you can see it, right? And after it passes, maybe something new sprouts up. But resentment is desolation. It salts the soil so that nothing ever grows again.
Didn't see it coming, did you?
Oh shit.
You think there's some magic land outside of here? All there is war and suffering.
Monkus.
Understand?
I think...
Keep calling this a prison, but you know what it really is.
A hole.
It's the only place in the entire universe that is actually safe.
Yeah, clearly.
You had it all. A whole world to yourself. But you were bored, ungrateful. You had to bite the hand that feeds.
Like Terra, huh?
Like what?
Ha! Cop it.
Once upon a time, there was a dying old man.
Sick.
As he lay on his bed, dying, he called to each of his beloved children.
Oh yeah.
And his firstborn knelt there. And the old man said, my child, why be your eyes so dry? And the firstborn said, so that I might be strong, father. And so the old man gave to them the deeds for all his lands. Why be your eyes so dry? And his second child said,
Fuck off.
I shed no tears, father, for I chose now to remember only the joy you made of my life. And so unto him the old man gave his family help. And when his last child had entered, he said again, my child, you were my favorite of all. Why show you no feelings at all?
Bloody hell.
Where is he? Don't you worry. Justice comes swiftly in my kingdom.
Yeah, put me back in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Cop it. What the hell? Nice, good work.
I've never seen you like this. So ready to fight. It makes me so happy.
This is awesome. True. Oh. Haha. Nice.
Wake up, Tenno.
obsession.
Take care of Terra for me.
I will.
You're feeling now.
I am.
Jesus.
Stop this childish tantrum right now. He's dead and he's gone, and he's not coming back. I don't care how old he gets. You can't change anything. You can't even change yourself. Kill some of my worms. You think stealing them will bring him back? Are you stupid?
Yes. Nice.
Which is ideal perhaps if you're having a barbecue and you've got lots of 8-year-old children coming.
The Polyphonic Spree, I look at them and I think, well, you know, you're a pretty good band, but if that album sounds like $1 million, you're going to make that 40 quid each.
I know, it's extraordinary.
I mean...
They're the sort of indie equivalent of the So Solid crew.
Yeah, you're not going to make any money. The manager's getting 20%.
Exactly, yeah. And also on DVD, Red Dwarf Series 1. So some absolutely barnstorming places.
And if you can identify what artist to use in this well-known racist phrase, that's because the Chinese look older.
Play it once more, Tom.
One more time.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
Oh,
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
Play a record. This is Radio Panic, the Smiths on XFM 104.9. Well, we've done the first half hour, which is mainly genital related. Then we've kicked in with some racism. You have to guess what artist.
It seems appropriate at this juncture just to mention something that's in the paper today. Dominic Mohan, I know you're a big fan, as am I. He is just writing about the demise of Radio 1, or as he perceives it, and talking about the Radio 1 breakfast show, and apparently it's lost lots of listeners. And he says, talking of the BBC, it must act swiftly to replace Sarah Cox and look to exciting and inspirational figures like Jonathan Ross, Anne and Dec, Johnny Vaughan, or Ricky Gervais to try and save Radio 1.
He's right.
I mean,
he's right.
Has he ever heard this show? What is he talking about? All those other acts, they're dynamite. I can't genuinely. That's someone who said I quite like Ricky Gervais show, but he's never. He can't have listened. I mean, can you imagine what we just played? Or in fact, can you imagine the last 50 minutes on Radio 1 on the breakfast show?
Well, we can pre-record it though, so I wouldn't have to get up early.
Sure.
That's not your point, is it?
That's not really it.
Your point is the quality of what we're doing, not well. Sure. Get it.
What would you provide though, Ricky? Do you think if you went to Radio 1, what sort of? Because I mean, obviously.
Oops. I can do all that.
Because I mean, obviously our time at XFM is going to basically.
I'd be the furry Shreddy.
Right.
Yeah, so I'd get that.
Would you have some wacky catchphrases?
I think I would.
You'd bring back Holy Foot.
Holy Foot, yeah. Oh, ding dong. Oh, hello. It's my little Chinese neighbour. Hello. What's your name? My name is Holy Fuck. Hello. Look at Carl. He's just going on.
I know, like, you didn't even do the Chinese accent. That's how.
Well, that'd be racist.
Okay, sure.
I mean, yeah.
Sure.
It's just his name's Holy Fuck, and there's nothing
wrong
or funny about that.
So yeah, you'd have that. You'd have crazy comedy characters. You'd probably have some wacky quizzes.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Dirty Old Queer. Hello.
No, I'm not. He's a new character to me. I'm quite excited. He sounds very modern and contemporary. Yeah. A new spin. Yeah. On an old idea. Yeah. Just tell us a little bit more. Oh wow.
He's an actor, isn't he? And and he likes to take it up.
All right. Well. That's just, if anyone from Radio 1 is listening, and they've listened to Dominic Mohan in the paper, they thought, yes, you're right, we need some new blood at Radio 1. Ricky Gervais has got a myriad of comedy characters.
Yeah.
Actually, I might get a drink first.
I can do sound effects.
You can do sound effects.
So...
You could probably do funny voices like Chris Moyles, couldn't you?
Yeah. Wow. Not as good, but I mean, I can...
What about comedy songs like Moyles?
Again, not as good, but I mean...
Do you remember when Moyles rather hilariously changed the words of This Is My Moment by Michael McCutcheon to This Is My Motor?
We listened to it.
Unbelievable.
I remember when he was doing a competition, this was pathetic, wasn't it? We were listening to Radio 1 once on our house, right? And I don't know why, we just wanted to... I think it was research, wasn't it, for the office? Yeah. And he was doing this... he had to phone in with...
We were listening to idiots. And
no, I'm not saying that. And he was doing this competition, you had to call in with some songs that are golf related, and people were phoning up going, drive the cars. He was going, drive the cars, good. And I was on that phone, I must have wasted about 40 quid, and I wanted to get through and go, hello Chris, it's not Milesy, yeah? It's Derek here, I've got one. Oh, go on then, Derek, what is it? Something like Spandau Ballet with golfy golf cart and that. And I just wanted to do and I waited. I thought the joke's on us. Yeah. I waited on phone bill just to say something stupid. Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh.
This show's better than this.
Yeah, anyway, if you've got any hilarious golf-related song titles that you'd like to email in.
What's the number?
Oh, let me email in.
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. What would a song title be if perhaps we were doing something about, I don't know, air travel?
Yeah.
If you've got any crazy ideas, email in. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah, brilliant. I've got a thought of another golf one.
Okay.
You know, Duran Duran? Something down the fairway or something, if they wrote that. Alright?
Girls on the putting green?
Yeah.
Or something?
Alright?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Have you introduced it? My name's Holy Fuck. I'm Dirty Old Queer. I could do all that. Ding dong, whack whack, oops. Elbow. Fallen Angel. See, they're the odd one out, you see, because of what they're like and who they are and how successful they are, I can imagine saying, will you please welcome to the stage, Elbow.
Indeed.
But
yeah.
I wouldn't have. On paper, I'd have thought that was
a terrible band name.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. There are exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Boomtown Rats.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'd have thought that was I mean, I think it is a bad name.
It is a bad name.
But you can imagine it happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's band name. So call in if you've got email addresses and let's call in with funny observations on life and shit. So, well, it's going well, isn't it? That's halfway through. Carl, what do you think?
Yeah, it's been alright. It's been alright.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of bases.
We haven't taught them anything.
Not taught them anything?
Mm.
No,
I think
we taught them to tune into a different station.
Yeah. I think Heart 106.2 is probably picking up a few of our listeners as we speak.
Yeah.
Who's on at the moment?
Don't know. Doesn't matter on there, does it? They just sort of...
Don't slag them off.
No, I'm not slagging them off. I'm just saying I don't think... You tune in because you want to hear Simply Red and that, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Well, they play other great stuff as well.
Magic is the one that I love, because I only ever listen to it in a cab.
Yeah.
If I'm in a mini cab.
Good, that's good. That is a good station.
But Magic is dynamite. But I know for Magic, the DJs have got like 5-hour shifts. It's incredible. They're all...
And they do read their own news.
I know. It's like they've cut out any expenditure on that channel. It's just some old records, and one guy has to go on for 5 hours, read his own news, his own travel. There's nothing else.
I saw a bloke struggling once. He sort of wants to be a bit of a sort of comedian, and he does one link. It's sort of one sort of 15-second link between each record. Goes, that's Celine Dion. There's a story in the paper again that people were late for work on the underground because there was leaves on the track. Just wondering if leaves are ever late for work because there's people on the track. It's Simply Red.
He's got to come up with them for like 5 hours.
He's been sweating. Before I was going, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. I was just thinking the story about war on Iraq. I imagine if I can't do this anymore. I can't imagine
if humans become extinct.
With leaves.
Dinosaurs would still around.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Look at Carl's face when I said that.
The man moth.
Yeah.
They've cloned a man moth.
No, but that's the sort of thing I think we need now, right? We've covered a lot of stuff.
What, education?
Teaching, yeah.
Well, okay, what do you want to know?
Don't know.
Have you got something? Can you educate us on anything?
I've been reading bits
So
and
could we
bobs.
bring back just for one night only, Educating Ricky?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah? Do you think it warrants that?
I don't know enough about it. You know what I mean?
About what?
It sounds perfect. Play the jingle.
Educating Ricky. He's getting smarter.
A couple of things happened in the week that I read about.
Okay.
Keeping up on what's going on in that.
Sure.
Yeah.
One was about that Galileo fella.
Okay.
Was it about 1636? Was it?
I think it might have been earlier.
bad.
Go on.
Did some stuff with light and that.
He did lots of physical experiments, yeah.
Is that it then, Carl, is it? He did some stuff with light.
Well, what did he do with light? What was that?
Well, I think he invented the first...
Telescope?
Telescope. So I think it's a particular lens there and he did experiments where he dropped famously two different weighted balls from Pisa, and they hit the ground at the same time, showing that it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, air resistance does and stuff like that.
I think he probably explained it a bit better than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Carl.
Sure. Did they need to know
He's
stuff?
just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
Did they need to know stuff like that back then?
What do you mean, did they need to know stuff like that? It's just...
There weren't people going around going, I've got to drop these two things off the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I just don't know which one's going to land first.
Yeah, I need to know. What do you need to know
Bring me
about?
Galileo.
Yeah.
For a bet.
Yeah.
No, but if I was knocking about then, I'd be like, stop messing with that. We need a telly. Or, you know what I mean?
I bet he thinks the Flintstones is real.
I know.
That'd be brilliant. That's what I'd do if I was a caveman. I'd make a telly out of rock.
Yeah.
And a pelican
And a
and
car
a cement
that I just ran
mixer.
along the road with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need a car.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really got the internal combustion engine. Can you stick your feet through the bottom? Yeah, just get me a car, for Christ's sake.
Anyway, so I learned that. And then,
What?
He learned his name.
Yeah.
Other people I learned the name of this week.
Oh, if a chimp could watch telly. Go on, Carl, go on.
And there was also a fella in the week who said that women shouldn't be wearing trousers
Why?
because they don't look good in them.
Right, and who was this man and from what era
French
did he-
fella. Last week.
Did he mean walk around naked?
He just said women should wear skirts rather than trousers because no women looks good in a pair of pants.
Right. How old was he?
It's probably about 67.
Uh-huh.
About that, 67, 68.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't happy with that. What do you think? What do you think about that?
It's rubbish.
These are the only things that have caught your eye over the last couple of weeks. This is the entire news.
Galileo did something with light. A French fella said women shouldn't wear trousers. See, that to me wouldn't pass as education.
It's not education.
I don't know where you could ever use that. I don't know when that would ever be applicable to life.
I just like reading stuff that sort of reminds me of. Do you know what I mean? If I read it and it gets me thinking, I think that's a good little piece.
But I mean, but surely can't you just sort of like sit near something that vibrates to keep your brain going, or shake your head every now and again? I mean, what does this do? You mean it makes you start using your brain?
But what aspect of a Frenchman said women shouldn't wear trousers got your mind working? What questions were you
Because I
asking?
thought that's a bit daft, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, it ends there with me. There's nothing else. There's nowhere else for me to go on that. Your mind's still worrying.
Yeah, go on. What did you think? Let's go through this. Oh, I wish we could download his
I know,
thoughts.
I
Just
know.
watch it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great, like a DVD?
Like a cartoon.
Imagine that extra footage on the Office DVD.
Yeah, Carl's brain.
That would be
With a commentary.
amazing. Oh, with a commentary. Go on.
Women wearing trousers and that, right? On the estate that I grew up in, right? There's a woman about 4 houses down, right? Rough. She's the one.
She was, or the estate?
She was, right?
Yeah.
She's the one whose kid took a horse into her house.
Yes.
Right.
Now, we won't go over that again.
No.
If you're a new listener, I think we covered. I think they get
That's
the
all you
idea
need to
now.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, she used to wear leggings. No, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
What
the
colour?
normo
Were they
persuasion,
pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
What, toast and horse droppings? Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to. She's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think
Yeah, well,
described her as.
Look like a light bulb. when
It
you're
is those
bending
kind of
over in
women that are
leggings.
attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know,
They
yeah.
are drawn to them like a moth.
Yeah.
She used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. And she used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
She used to do that. But
what was she, an engineer?
the weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids.
Right.
Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What
right?
do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? Or was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had
No,
big
it
eyelids?
was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know?
What
Like,
do you mean popular things? They
think
go,
people
oh, I'll say what they will rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of them popular things around where I grew up. People had big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what?
Just too much skin. It was like the neck of a chicken, but on the eyes.
What's your point? Anyway, so there's this big eyelidded woman with the
And
leggings.
that's what I'm saying to you. Though that's when I read that story with people with trousers.
Yes.
I went from that.
Yeah.
To
into
a
that.
woman who used to have big eyelids. I still at the point.
But then, and also the other bloke who had the eyelid problem was a mate of mine.
Right.
His dad had it, and same problem, massive eyelids.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I used to say to my mum, I'm going round to Dave's house,
Yeah.
and
Or
to
Drew
say,
Pate,
well,
as you call it.
that's all right, but make sure his dad doesn't take you out in the car. Because he could hardly see. He had to have his head
He gets to tilt his head back to keep his eyelids
Make
open.
sure! Did he have a couple of matches with him at all times?
What a load of gobbledygook. But this began as educating Ricky.
I know,
So
it's
what,
like
he was
people
thinking,
with eyelids.
but it's like you're supposed to make that leap as well.
Yeah.
If I mentioned the trousers, Ricky will probably be thinking about people with big eyelids and women wearing leggings.
Play a record, Carl.
Got nonsense.
No. Oh, right. Muse, time is running out on XFM 104.9.
Just a couple of emails just to update you on what's coming in here.
Go on.
Natasha has emailed us. She says that she's of Chinese origin, and at 27 she often got mistaken for 24. So your notion that Chinese people don't age well is obviously factually incorrect.
Yeah, well, we didn't need... Thank you for phoning, but I mean, honestly, trust us, Natasha, we didn't need you to tell us that. We know Carl is talking absolute nonsense.
Wait till you get to 30.
Oh dear, now this is quite a nice email from Paul. He says, let Carl know that I have a Chinese friend called Oi. Imagine the confusing and amusing situations we get into.
We're out and about in busy Soho.
Does his surname come here?
Lightning wit from Carl.
Wait
That's nice.
till you're 30.
Yeah, I know.
Brilliant.
But no, actually, we've had a surprising response to Songs of Phrase this week. Despite the fact everyone has agreed that it's racialist, they've nevertheless had a go. So keep your answers coming in, because we may as well.
You're a hit, Carl. You're a hit. What, have we still got monkey news?
Yeah, that's still coming up.
Yeah.
Later on.
We're not doing Cheeky Freak of the Week anymore. We're not.
No.
No.
Don't want to upset people and that.
Sure.
But there is a good freaky programme on this week.
Go on.
I think it's on Channel 4.
Yeah.
A woman with a big head on it.
No, I think it's BBC Two.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, look
Unless
out for
there's
that.
two on, because that would be a great week for you, wouldn't it?
Brilliant. Won't be coming out.
Is that the one when you said... Go on, say right, say what you said when you saw it.
The woman with the head
Yeah.
just said it looks like a cartoon.
I just think...
That's so mean. I don't want to discuss
No,
that.
it's not. It's not mean.
It is mean, Carl.
Again, Steve, if we were in a restaurant and I'm arranging to meet her, and I said to the guy on the door, I'm meeting, Lisa, or whatever her name is, yeah?
Right.
What does he look like? Well, looks like a cartoon. I'll be over there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he'll get mixed up.
What would you
That's
say
what I'm
about me and Steve again? If you were meeting us?
No, it just starts getting nasty, doesn't it?
I'm meeting Carl Pilkington. We're very busy. What does he look like? He looks like Charlie Brown grew up. He's got a complete little round bald head, and he's got a gormless look on his face. He's over there, mate.
Yeah.
All right, that's started the ball rolling for you, Carl. I love that it's okay to say what you like about people. If you go, yeah, but if I was looking for her in a restaurant...
I know.
Yeah.
And why have you arranged to go on a date with this woman?
Be a good night out.
For her or for you?
Well, I'd like to have a chat with her. You know what I mean? Just find out what worries her and... You know what I mean? Because some girls
People
worry
like
about
you.
things. Like
Yeah.
their hair being a mess and that.
Yeah.
With her, it's like, least of your problems. You know what I mean?
Fine, alright, well let's move on, mate. We're not doing Cheeky Freak of the Week anymore.
No.
Let's do something nice. Let's talk nicely about things.
What's happened nice in the world, Carl? What do you like in the world? When you get up, when you go, oh, that was a brilliant day, What do you do when you go, oh, that was brilliant? We had a game of snooker. You like snooker, don't you? You and Steve played snooker last week.
Yeah, but things are always ruined. Do you know what I mean? I might be having a nice time having a game of snooker. And then, we're having a proper battle. And I'm trying to concentrate on taking a shot, and then you'll say things like, look at his little monkey hands. And I'm going for the black. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or maybe I'll say, I'm just going to the toilet. And then one of you will follow me in and peer over the door.
That was when you were actually in a cubicle sitting down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Steve Merchant's head appeared and went, all right. And you went, what if that wasn't me? Oh, that was great.
Doing a George Michael on me.
Well,
That is one of the benefits of being very tall.
You can look over
You can look over the stalls into my lavatory.
It looks like a giraffe house. You're sitting down there and you look up, right? And he's peering over the top.
Oh, the fun we have.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
But anything intelligent.
It's like the monkeys. We are like the monkeys. Aren't we, us three? I wanted to write a thing for the darkness. I want to write like the new monkeys.
Like a TV show.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay. Well, if they're listening, or their radio show, record company are listening, or their manager, big fan of the Dark. It's my favourite.
Hang on, don't make a promise
Well,
like that.
no, my favourite band at the moment. We'll do a pilot. Them and the
No,
Monkeys.
but they don't make
Running
that
round,
promise.
speed it up. They can have their songs in it. They can write songs specially for us.
What if they
and
can't
it's them, and it's them. They can act. They just act themselves running round. We're getting people like Henry, McGee and that to come in and sort of be the actors, and you know, all those posh actors that appear in Ali G and that.
It sounds like a lot of hard work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, for you.
Not got my head.
Yeah, let's play Radiohead. Radiohead and Let Down off OK Computer on XFM 104.9. Right, let's think of some nice stuff then.
Annoyed I was yesterday.
Go on.
Just got off the train and guy comes up to me and he says, excuse me, can you spare some change? I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless. And I was so angry. I was in a bad mood anyway, and I just wanted to say to him, well, there's your mistake. Go back to Liverpool. That's why you're homeless. You're in London.
Well, he might have been homeless in Liverpool and thought...
Well, why'd you come down here?
Well, where would you rather be homeless? Liverpool or London?
Well, Algarve.
Well, no, but I mean, I'd certainly... Do you know what I mean?
But just... Why am I supposed to say I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless? Why is that supposed to be a persuading factor? Just annoyed me. I thought there was enough problems here already.
He's going for a double sympathy vote.
Yeah.
I'm homeless and I'm a Liverpool.
He could have just said I'm from Liverpool and given him some change. Guy he was from Manchester once. I gave him my sandwich.
Yeah.
There's a thing the other night, right? They do this programme. It's only on in London, so if you listen out of London, you won't know about it. But it's about Oxford Street, right? And
about all the thieving that goes on.
It's like
stuff.
thieving.
Yeah.
You know, drug problems in the streets and that.
Yeah.
You know, what gets on people's nerves, those people with the boards, with, you know, golf sale and all that. And is this bit that concentrated on the homeless problem, right? And he said, you know, this fella looks after the homeless, he goes up to him and says, how are you doing? Are you hungry? You need food and that? He said, you know, a lot of people worry about the homeless, but we do try and look after them. And the Salvation Army were there, and they said, and this is where they can come if they need anything, if they need any food, or any clothes if the shoes are worn out. And he said, oh, can we have a look at that, right? So they go in this little room where all the clothes are, and they go, and there's like a load of jumpers for them in the winter in the cold, and the camera sort of pans across, a load of ties. Right, for the homeless.
What?
Ties.
Ties for the homeless?
Around the neck, like, to look smart.
No, they use them as belts. I've seen a lot of...
Or as a lead for their dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about, ties?
That's what they did. They said, and here's the room with all the stuff in it. Right? Jumpers for the homeless. Jumpers, shirts, trainers. And you've got a load of ties. Nobody wanted one.
Some evening dress. They got a formal function.
Any cravats? Now, where's the cummerbunds? I'm thinking of being homeless outside the Royal Albert Hall tonight.
Yeah.
That's where the real pickings are.
I'm breaking in the back door of the Savoy this evening.
Oh, dear.
Another charity thing that I was reading about the other day that they're doing.
Do they give them trainers? Because I've seen a lot of tramps with new trainers, and I think there must be like a equivalent of a soup kitchen where they get shoes, because that's it must be, yeah. Otherwise, that's weird, isn't it? You get you blow any money, you beg all day and get a nice new pair of Nike. Yeah, no, don't waste it on clothes. Get some tenants. Get some, special brew. That's the best value.
Yeah,
Go on.
some smack.
Go on.
If you've got a lot of worries,
Yeah. Little starter bag.
Take your mind off it.
Yeah, I know.
Take your mind off it.
Yeah.
But that's weird you say that, because, you know, a trainer's the most important thing, because, like, you know all the problems in Africa.
Sure.
Right? A lot of problems going on there.
Yeah.
The other day, they're asking for people to send their spectacles. Sorry.
Right.
Would you be happy if you were over there and, like, you're hungry and that? And then they say, here you go.
Well, yeah, but it must be for a reason. I don't think it's...
they've got bad eyes and that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they go around... It's not like when you see those things on Live Aid and there's people dying but they're putting specs on them.
No, I think that's what it is.
No, it's not, Carl! They sort out food and medication before they put a little pair of specs on the lads.
That isn't how it came across in the advert.
I think they probably walk hand in hand. You know, the people handing out the food are also, you know, walking alongside guys with the specs and they're handing them out as well.
But what have they got to look at?
What?
They don't own anything. They'll realise how bad everything is. God, it's rubbish here, isn't it? I tell you, I try and help out the world. I've joined a little charity thing. They pay me £5 a month.
Yeah.
I'm all up for helping.
Yeah.
But sometimes you think, what can we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can we do?
Okay, what can we do?
We can't do anything.
Okay. Play a record.
We were talking about the debt the other day. I was reading up on the amount of debt that South Africa are in and that, and it's just like, that's without any shops. Do you know what I mean? If they had shops to spend the money on, they'd be murder.
Their no debt isn't because they bought too many Smeg fridges from us. It's shopping. Look, who's been shopping? I have. Oh, well, you've gone over the top. You're on a budget now. You're getting nothing but grain and blankets for the next year. You should go mental.
Who just spent £1 billion in Dixon?
Oh, God.
Forthcoming single from The Thrills, that's called Santa Cruz.
On XFM 104.9.
We were just talking about people who do good work, you know, wandering up and down Oxford Street, giving stuff to the homeless and things. And I was at they have a little kind of music festival back in my hometown of Bristol, periodically in the summer. They can never really attract any decent acts, but, you know, we support it anyway.
Not even Portishead?
No, they didn't retreat. No. I think that, well, this year it was Robert Plant who sang lots of old blues covers, and people were quite bored until he played Whole Lot of Love at the end, and then we sort of went, you should have done all the old Led Zeppelin, stop playing all this other nonsense we're not interested in.
So I was set this for next time.
Yeah.
Robert, no.
But I just snuck off into the woods for, you know, a waz, because I'm quite rock and roll like that. And I was passing, and these are a group of people, and I've always thought they never get enough praise, enough credit, and I genuinely, and I mean this without, entirely sincerely, I really do. I don't mean to be, I'm not taking the mick at all. But the St. John's Ambulance people, they're absolutely blinding, because they all look like nerds. I mean, they all look like kind of, they're normally kind of fat women or kind of blokes.
I think you're doing very well for their new recruitment campaign.
Well,
so,
I was going to say,
I think you're selling it to people who
this
want to
is
join.
my point, Rick, is that they've not changed the uniforms in like 40 years. And it's normally, it's normally the kind of, the nerds from your school who went into it or whatever. It's kind of old people. I saw them, they were all sat around in this little area. No one was, you know, nobody just sat around, they were bored, they weren't really enjoying the music. And I thought, look at that, they're not, that fat kid over there, I pointed them out to my mate, I said, see that fat one over there, in the uniform.
With the glasses and the hairbrush forward.
With the glasses, hairbrush forward, the kind of blue navy jumper.
Satchel.
His little satchel, He is never going to get off with a girl, probably until he's like 30. And even then
it gets to loosen clothes.
And even then it's because he's giving mouth to mouth to her. Right, and I thought, he's never going to get anything. And I'll tell you this, all these trendy young girls walking around in their kind of, you know, cool summer gear, in their trendy tie-dye and the like, I'll tell you, when one of them, you know, takes something that's a little bit dodgy that they bought off some guy with dreads, right, and then they're desperate for it, and then they zip in there, oh, quick, my friend's, you know, passing out, she's had a funny turn, and he's straight there with his water and his medication. Oh, yeah, they need him then, but he doesn't get any action the rest of the time. You know, and that's what annoyed me about it. I thought, they're doing a bloody good job. They turn up at sports events, at festivals. No one gives them the time of day. You never hear any good praise about them. And they're there, sat there,
Steve,
hot or cold.
Tell me the truth now. Did you join the St. John's Ambulance last week to get some birds?
Got no action.
Really?
No action. And I've been passing some dodgy E's around all the festivals.
By the way, your dreads are awful. You can see they're fake.
They're made out of newspaper.
They're awful. You really do look good, in you.
But seriously, I'm all joking aside, I genuinely wanted to give some massive props. If I could give some big ups to the St. John's people, because I genuinely, without any joking, I genuinely think they do a brilliant job.
Could I just say how good I think the Salvation Army are? Because you see those elderly ladies with surgical supports, a lot of them, all look like Thor Herd.
Yep. Well, that's a prerequisite to get into that particular army.
And they play that bloody tambourine, rain or shine. And they are just, all they're trying to do is, you know, save you from burning in hell. And they don't get any respect.
Have the Salvation Army, do they, like, would they have to get called off?
Yeah, they'd be, it'd be the Gurkhas first, then all the regulars, then the TAs. I think then, it's sort of like police.
Lifeguards,
down to, I think, AA, and then it's the Salvation Army.
Right.
We send the Salvation Army, obviously, if you know, we really have lost a lot of casualties, you know, and they're the last to go.
Yeah, but they are all highly trained, aren't they? All those old women, they can kill a man.
Yeah,
with a single blow.
Yeah. So good to them. Good to the John's Ambulance. Good to Salvation Army. You know, big up.
But I
Pick
think
up
we
those.
should just, you know, if I might introduce a new feature every week, let's just give some props. Let's just give some massive
the
respect
people
to
that-
someone who
that-
doesn't get enough respect.
Yeah. Who doesn't get enough respect? Who's done a blinding job? Mother Teresa.
She's gone now. She's gone. She won't be listening anyway.
Who's the best person there is? Who's the best person there is? I'll tell you what, we're gonna take. I'm gonna call either Carol Vorderman or Esther Ranson and say who's the best one you've ever met that did something.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll heap praise upon them next week.
Yeah.
Great.
What?
I just don't like, They know they're doing a good job.
Right.
If I did that job, I want a pat on the back.
You wouldn't need a pat on the back.
And people are starting to, it's like Carol Vorderman. I like her. She's all right. She does a good job. But now that Better Homes, they only tend to turn up at people who have had problems. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, you
leave
can
it.
have a
Leave
new
it.
kitchen.
Okay. Wait. Go on. What do you mean?
No, it used to start off and it's like...
I haven't seen Better Homes. What is Better Homes?
They go around and do someone's house up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then they get a bit of bad news. And Carol thinks, I'll cheer them up, I'll give them a new kitchen.
Yeah.
And it annoys me because if you haven't had bad news, it doesn't mean you're not worth a new kitchen.
Did you send in an application?
Yeah. You say that I'm bald, I'm from Manchester.
Well, if you'd written that, they'd have rushed round.
Yeah. What do you mean? What they say, so-and-so's had a bad year, his mum died, he lost his leg, and all he's ever wanted is a chaise longue and a hostess trolley.
And the annoying thing is, right, they might not be the ones who write in, it might be a neighbour.
Yeah.
But they also get something sorted out for them.
Really?
So even though the neighbours had a bit of bad news, they go, I'll cash in on this one. I'll send a letter into old Carol, tell her that, Mum's passed away.
Yeah.
I'll get a new conservatory sorted.
Sure.
And sometimes a neighbour gets a better deal than the person who... Do you know what I mean? The person who's had a bit of bad news gets like a new little kitchen, whatever. Neighbour next door,
Leave the
conservatory,
kitchen, let it go, Carl.
new decking in the
You had to
in the
pay for your own
garden.
kitchen.
Do
Is
you
it
know
done
what I mean,
now?
though?
Is it all
Yeah, the
done now, the kitchen?
kitchen sorted, bathroom and
You
stuff.
had trouble with the grouting, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh no,
that.
we got to do. Oh look, play a record. We got to do the results, and then we got to do Monkey News.
Could we quickly do the results?
Well, you say we've got to do the results. There's not people hanging on for them.
Let's do it and just knock it out there before.
Well, let's play a tune. Let's come back and do it.
Eddie and the Hot Rods, yeah, surely. Eddie and the Hot Rods, do anything you want to do? That's uplifting, isn't it? Oh, the drumming, brilliant. Takes me back, all the way back to 1978 on XFM 104.9.
What were you doing? What were you doing? What are your memories?
I was actually probably dancing around miming the drums to that in my bedroom. In fact, I remember...
Were you nude?
No. I remember, I had that
What were
one
you wearing?
on a
What were you
single,
wearing?
but I'd got it from an old jukebox, so it didn't have a middle.
Sure.
Right, I think they're called dinked, right? And so I had to line it up really carefully, and sometimes by the end it would just slightly go out where the record was moving. Well, I just had to... Interesting anecdote there.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
What a lovely insight
Thank
into
you
the
for
young
asking me what I was doing 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Carl, quick, the results, then Monkey News. I need some Monkey News, but I need the results first. I'll play it again and give the answers. Here we go.
Songs of
Competition.
phrase.
Songs of phrase?
Name the artist.
Name the artist.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of
Hue and Cry.
Well, that's Philip Bailey again. That's two little...
Right, it was...
That was Roxette. The look.
Yeah. Right, we had Hue and Cry, started it off.
Yeah.
16. That was Dean Martin. Because
Oh, yeah.
Jane's
That's his
Addiction.
diction, yeah.
Because the
Cars. Yeah.
Chinese Philip Bailey.
Philip Bailey, that's second outing he's had.
Look.
Last one we used him for Chinese, where there's a hairy Chinese kid. He's never got so many royalties being used in racist game shows. Brilliant.
Then Roxette and finishing with George Michael.
Oh dear.
So
Brilliant. Who's the winner?
Well, the winner, actually, it looks to me like he's got all of them here. From Bognor Regis, it's Stuart Birch. Well done, Stuart, and you get that bag on tap.
Bognor Regis.
Yep.
Oh,
just needed
takes me back as well.
Yeah, if you just email in your address, Stuart, and you can have those goodies. If you're not interested, don't bother.
Steve. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay, monkey-related news from Carl Pilkington.
Right. Do you know the monkey that went into space?
Yeah.
Yep.
It happened in 1958.
Right.
Now you know that.
Yeah.
What did he do next?
What
did he
did the
do
monkey do next?
Yeah.
One appearance on Celebrity Squares and it was like forgotten.
Right.
Yeah, cut a novelty record.
Yeah, just like Rick Waller.
I'll tell you what happened.
Really?
He got back and all that.
God damn it.
Heroes welcome.
NASA sort of said, you know, you did a good job. And that's where a lot of people think, you know, it all ended.
Sure. Yeah.
But NASA were like, well, hang on a minute. We spent a lot of time, we've trained him up and stuff. So he's like, you know, he's saying, sure, you know, I've learned a lot, I've still got it all, I've kept it all, I know what to do. So they said, right, we'll use you. So he turned into like a bit of a trainer at NASA.
We wanted to send you out on the top of an organ.
yeah. You put on this little bellhop outfit.
Could you smoke fags?
Yeah.
I'll have a go.
So they were getting in new monkeys. You know, the main man at NASA was saying, can you teach these the sound? He's going, of course I can. Do you know what I mean? I remember it all, I know what's going on, I'll tell him what buttons to press, what to do in emergencies, that sort of thing. It was technically sort of employed by the army.
Right,
because
can I just fit in here? I don't know the story, Carl, and I might embarrass myself here. You've got an army of people out there that will probably send me an equally deranged email from a different website, but I'm pretty sure when they sent the monkey into space, it was to monitor his physiology. He didn't press any buttons or learn to dock or take off. It was just the effects of weightlessness and space on basically a primate. I'm pretty sure he was tied in with electrodes to his head. So, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could be
but even if that were the case, and he had learned to press one or two very basic buttons...
Definitely not. Definitely
but
not.
even if it were the case, I'm pretty certain they wouldn't have brought him back to train up Neil Armstrong.
Right, definitely. Go on.
Going, Neil, what are you going to say when you come out there?
Yeah.
I was thinking of just saying, hello, I'm on the moon.
Hello, it's made of cheese. Don't say that. What about... I've noticed that you got little legs, right? But mankind stepped forward. Well, how could I put that?
I was just going to say, hello, I'm on the moon. It's great to be here. Wish you were here.
I've got to think so
Hi,
better than
Mum.
that. Yeah, go on.
Anyway, basically he got back, they sorted him out with a nice pension, he was happy. Because of, like, the rank that he got, he was like, you know, he had loads of medals and stuff, so he said, right, we'll make him a colonel. He got that. Like I say, he got a pension. That was the end, he died in 1969, he was buried with his wife. He passed away.
I'm sure it just goes on to a different website about something completely different. And
You're talking about Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah. His page is missing. Oh dear.
So
well, Carl, if someone could call in. Did they train Laika the dog to sort of like, you know, dock and re-entry? They didn't bother. They didn't even bother. They just sent him up there, and they didn't have technology to bring him back. They just went, yeah, that's there. That's brilliant. Well, I can do that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. What do you think of that, Carl? Rubbish, isn't it?
Sort of brought it down a bit.
But the little monkey made a colonel. Hero. Big hero. What was he in? What craft was he in? Sputnik.
Hang on a minute. He was in Jupiter AM.
Yeah.
Let me see that piece of paper.
Yeah, I can guarantee there's nothing there about his training other than let's hope he's not sick on the control panel when we shoot him up at 400 Gs. Oh dear. I love the fact that you think that this monkey was a high... Do you know what I mean? When you think of these things that are less than a monkey's face, do you think of the Planet of the Apes? Like they're sort of talking, sort of chimps and gorillas, and they're in tunics on horseback with snub-nosed rifles. What do you think of?
Just a little monkey getting on with it. He knows his job, he knows what he's got to do, he gets on with it.
Look, he's pressed the button. Watch him press the button. This takes me back. Do you remember 1965, I think it was?
We're going to use him to train other DJs.
That's it then.
Goodbye.
Thanks.
Cheers. Elbow. Alright? Fallen Angel on XFM 104.9. Well, we're back. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington. Carl's all a little bit, I don't know, he's a bit frustrated, he's sort of a bit sweaty and fed up today, aren't you, because of the heat?
It's too much though, isn't it?
He was taken out, he was sort of, he wanted to fight. You know, he doesn't usually like to fight, I sort of like lead on him and try and rub his head.
Yeah.
But today he was sort of leading it, he was sort of like getting a little bit... if I didn't know better, I would have said it was sexual frustration.
Well, I was watching, Rick, if you don't mind me saying, I was watching, not in that way, just watching.
It was sort of like he was going, oh, I want to hit you, and I was thinking, does he want to hit me, or does he want to do something else to me?
Exactly.
What were your thoughts, Carl?
Exactly. I mean, I saw him sort of wrestling with you on the floor, and you clearly weren't enjoying it, but he was really
Yeah,
loving
what
it.
was that going on? What's the change? Why are you suddenly sort of...
Well, what are you trying to say?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it was weird that you suddenly... It was like you were,
You're
dunno.
saying sort of a bit gay?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, but what was...
Suzanne accused me of that in the week.
Why?
For being a bit gay. So I'm sure you're gay.
Why?
Just because I was moaning about stuff. She said, oh, you're a drama queen.
Right, well, that's
What were you moaning about? Not having enough gay sex?
No, that she didn't have a knob.
Yeah.
It's going on. Why don't you get yourself a nice little knob?
Yeah.
I mean, can I call you Frank, please?
Could you wear this false beard?
Yeah.
It's just, well, we'll talk about it later. It was about the Seven Wonders. I just wasn't that impressed.
He wasn't impressed, right? He said, well, we'd say that, yeah. Well, we got a top show coming up, haven't we?
But if you are a little bit, just a little bit sexually, you know, don't be afraid to let it out. I mean, if you want us to relieve you of it.
I'll tell you what. Let's have a little bit of Maggie May by Rod.
It's a
Can't
beautiful
we play
day.
Killing a Georgie?
That's your favourite song, isn't it?
Oh.
That's weird, isn't it?
Strange, isn't it?
That's weird.
Sydney Junction.
I'd like to hear Rod Stewart singing about a lovely lady, please, Carl.
As would I.
I might go watch some Office and then crash. Excuse me. GG's, bro. I'm not sure if you're there on a mission, but if you're listening, GG's. I'll speak to you later, man.